Hi. I am a greasy mop. My mop is greasy, I am expired, and today, my friends, I'm going to be taking you through my weekly beauty refresh routine. It is no secret here that I'm a fan of self-care and pampering, masking, all that good stuff, and I usually try to incorporate things in my everyday routine, but sometimes those things that I usually like to keep up with on a daily basis build up, we get busy, we get tired, we go to bed, we don't put a mask on, our hair gets dry, our face gets sooty, and then I just like to kind of do a little weekly roundup in those scenarios and just refresh my face, my body, my hair, and my life. And that's what I'm going to be talking you guys through today. Just a few little extra self-care pampering bits that I like to do, some masking I like to do when I have some breakouts or my skin's just feeling super congested at the end of the week, wearing lots of makeup, your pores are clogged, just, you know, it's just a general little upkeep in the beauty category. So I've brought you here into the bathroom today, and I'm going to take you guys through my current routine. So it might not necessarily look like it, but my hair she's thick with grease. So I'm going to do the hair first because usually when I'm doing any kind of routine like this or doing some masking, whatnot, I always put the hair mask in first so that it can be sitting in and soaking while I'm doing the rest of my routine. Now you guys know my love for the Briogeo honey bear mask, baby. Briogeo, again, I'm going to say it every day until you do it. Please make this permanent. Any of your favorite hair masks will do. This is just the one that I currently use. So what I do is actually give my hair a little brush first. Make sure it's ready to receive the moisture. And then I'll actually give my hair a little rinse in the sink first. I usually just do the ends because a lot of the times hair masks will be like, apply onto damp hair. So I just take the ends of my hair and I literally dip it under the sink and wet it before I put the mask in. The hair is dipped. Now I'll put the mask in. I really like to focus the mask. There we go. I personally like to focus my hair mask on the ends because that's where my hair is just so, it's where she's the most damaged and dry, you know? And I'll kind of just run the mask through the ends, and then like the excess that's left on my hands, I will put through the rest of the hair. I've got something funky going on with Toronto water, or maybe it's my shower head or something, but I find if I put too much of a mask like near my roots, it just won't wash out. Please tell me I am not alone with that problem. Sometimes too much moisture just leaves my hair in a state of greasiness, no matter how many times I shampoo it. So I focus most of the mask on the ends, and then I flip upside down, gather my hair into a lovely little collection on top of my head, and then I take a big clip. Oh, and sometimes the clip, I can't grab it because of the mask. And I clip it up and let the hair soak as we continue. So the next thing that I like to do is definitely a step I don't talk about very often, and it's because I'm not consistent with it. It's definitely something I use sporadically, but I always have white strips on hand because my teeth, listen, I drink a lot of coffee, I drink a lot of black tea. And so every once in a while, maybe like once a month, maybe once every 2 months, I'll literally put a white strip in, like maybe just once, maybe twice in a row. And it kind of just helps with the maintenance of keeping the stains at bay from all of my beverages. And I do not have a preference for white strips. I literally go into the drugstore and I usually just buy whatever one is on sale. I prefer the like actual strips versus the trays. And I only put them on my top teeth. My bottom teeth are way too sensitive to handle white strips. It just doesn't happen for me. Every time I put white strips on my bottom teeth, I have like pain and headaches for days after. It's just not worth it. So my bottom teeth are definitely many shades more yellow than my upper teeth. But if I'm doing a full-on proper beauty maintenance routine, white strips are definitely included in that. And whichever brand you have, like the Life brand, the No Name brand, Crest. I'm using the Crest 3D white ones. But usually I just buy whatever box is on sale. So we're gonna keep these in for the duration of our routine here. Next, I'm gonna wash my face, and I love to give it a little rinse before we do anything, make sure it's all nice and clean. I actually did work out right before filming this, so I still have sweat on my face that I am needing to wash off immediately, but I've been using for many years my Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. This big bottle was like the best thing I ever did. It never gets used up. I was watching TikToks the other night, as I usually do, and there was a TikTok of another dermatologist. They always pop up for me. I wonder why. And the guy was very adamant about putting a cleanser on dry skin. So I've been putting the cleanser on a dry face lately. And after I've given it a little rub, let the cleanser soak in a little bit, I'm actually gonna shave my face before I wash off the cleanser. And this is my little metal Sephora razor. Love this thing so much. It's definitely not a secret that I shave my face here on my channel. And this is something that definitely gets neglected. And every once in a while, I am reminded by my lovely little blonde beard that I need to keep up with my shaving routine. So I'll just go through, and I find that putting the cleanser on, I might just add a little bit of water as I go, but I prefer to do this with a cleanser or something on my face, you know, like a shave cream, because it just adds a little bit of a slippy, nice layer between my skin, and I just find it a little bit more gentle when I do it this way on my face. And now I will go ahead and rinse the cleanser off. I'm sure this next step is going to bring some various opinions from you guys, but if you'll recall, back in May, I mentioned that I actually got the new face machine, and it was kind of funny, like I never actually intentionally bought it, but quick little backstory on this if you care. Back in the spring, like savings event that Sephora had, I had made my big order, and when I got my box in the mail, there was like this giant, like I got this giant box, and I'm like, what the frig did I order? Like definitely nothing that would warrant this massive box. And this new face machine was in there. And I was like, hell yeah, this is the best day. What a lovely mistake for me. Like someone had just accidentally put this in my order, and I was like, amazing, yes, hell yeah, I'm so excited to try this. I've heard so many people talk about it. Lisa Eldridge uses it, and the heathen that I am, I was like, perfect, I'm gonna keep this. And Dan, being the angel on the shoulder, was like, babe, you gotta call and let them know, be honest, blah, blah, blah. So I called, paid for it because Dan's an angel, and that was how I unintentionally got the new face machine. And since then, like, you guys, I'm the most inconsistent person on the planet when it comes to these things. But since like probably like the beginning of November, I've actually been trying to be really consistent with this because I really want to see if it makes a difference. And I feel like it's something I might not notice ever, but if I do notice a difference, it's definitely going to be after using it for some time. So I've been trying my best to use this every day at some point. There's definitely been like a few days where I miss using it, but for the last like month or so, I've been consistently using this for like at least 4 days a week. And usually I do it at night, and I kind of just use it as my like little relaxation meditation time, you know, and I kind of just do a little face massage with it. And there's definitely different ways you can use it. There's a ton of videos on YouTube for people's like favorite ways. I kind of just make sure to go along my jawline because that's where I really want to tighten. I guess I could say what it does. It's essentially like a skin tightening, collagen boosting machine. And one thing I should note actually is that you've got to use something. You've got to have a barrier, like a primer or a gel, something on your face. I used it one day without the primer and I completely electrocuted myself. I was like, okay, noted, using the primer. So this is the primer that like came with it in the box. And yeah, basically I just try and go along my jawline. I go along my cheekbones, kind of anywhere that I'm just wanting to help, you know, get a little tightening and juicing going on in my face. And I just do a nice little face massage and try and promote some skin tightening and jawline giving. So I take the primer and put it on my face, just like around the areas where I'm going to use it. And you turn it on. Let's just start at a beep. So technically it beeps and you're supposed to like go slowly along until it beeps again, and then that's the area completed. I usually just sit here and go like this because I just like the feeling, and it's like a little massage like that. And I go along my jawline, I'll go along my cheekbone. I was watching a video where someone was going like this and like pushing the cheek up. You can do whatever routine you so choose for this. I just do what feels real nice. I swear there's a jawbone under there somewhere beneath all this happiness. And I kind of just keep doing it until the primer has like worn off a little bit. Like once my skin starts to get a little bit dry, the primer is losing its juiciness, that's kind of just when I stop doing it. So then I'll take a cloth with some water and I'll just go over that and remove the primer and get ready for the masking. My skin is congested and it is needing a deep clean so badly. So I'm gonna go into my exfoliating products. My two current favorites are these two. This is the Youth to the People Yerba Mate Resurfacing Energy Facial. And then this is the Eyes Clinical Tri-Active Exfoliating Mask. we've got a solid like 2 uses left in the Youth to the People mask. It's so good. I love this one so much. So I'm gonna take a nice layer of this, and this one's like a 1 to 3 minute facial, and it just feels so good. It's got these really, really fine little beads that work away on the skin, but it's nothing that like feels scratchy or tuggy on my face. Like, it's really nice, it's really fine, and I love to just place this on any of my congested areas, which is usually everywhere. And because it's such a quick facial, it's honestly so easy to keep up with in your routine, you know, like it's just nice and quick, but it's super effective. So I just take my fingers and kind of rub this around where it needs some extra loving on my face. My chin, I get a lot of like pore buildup here. Right here on my forehead, I get a lot of that buildup and congestion as well. And my skin's like really sensitive and really reactive, and this one's fine, but I definitely don't keep it on for the entire 3 minutes. Like, I can already feel the like sensitive area on my face tingling a little bit. So once it starts to tingle, I know the work is done, and that's when I remove it. I will say this takes many rinses to get off. The beads love to stay, so be patient. I promise you'll get all the beads eventually. And so now that we're done our exfoliating step, I'm gonna go and do a nice little multi-masking moment. I'm gonna target my areas of breakouts and just do some overall moisture where needed. So this thing, I talked about this before and I had a little sample of it. This is my sample of the Kypris Deep Forest Clay mask. This is probably gonna be like my last use of it. It is so good, and it's one of the most effective masks I've ever used on my blackheads. It's very intense. It's a little bit too intense for me to put onto like these more softer, more sensitive areas on my face, but this one on my nose is like, whoa, blackheads be gone. And it is also very, very expensive, and I am not looking forward to the day, which today could be that day. I'm gonna try and get one more use out of this. Listen, she's spendy, but she works. So I'm just gonna focus that like right on my nose and maybe a little bit on my forehead here too, just where I get more blackheads. And then because I just did an exfoliating treatment, I wanna use something like really nice and hydrating and soothing around the rest of my face. This one is the Kypris Cerulean Soothing Hydrating Mask. This one feels amazing. The Kypris products are definitely up there in price, but they're just beautiful and they're really, really effective. This one is so cool. Look at the texture of this. It's the coolest mask ever, and it just feels really good, and it's really hydrating, and I put a nice thick layer of this on. I'll take a little bit down my neck as well, just any excess that's still on my hands, like that. Another mask that I really love to use like in between my exfoliating treatments, because I don't exfoliate every day. I probably do it like once or twice a week, usually in these like beauty maintenance, beauty refresh routines, if you will. But in between, you guys, I love, love, love the Ulla Henriksen Fat Glow Facial. This one's so nice. And this is one that I like have used for many, many days in a row and have never had a problem with it. It's kind of just what I use to like brighten and give my skin like a rebirthed feeling in between my more like deeper masking rotations, if that makes sense. So this is one that gets a lot of use. I'm almost done this one. Oh my God, the bottle's disgusting. And then another mask that I am still like in the testing period of, but that I've been loving, is another Kypris product. Ooh, it's the Glow Filter Mask. And like the promises of this mask are pretty similar to the Ulla Henriksen Refining Mask for Illumination and Glow. Basically just like baby glowing skin on your face. So this is another one I've added to my rotation. Thank you, Kypris. And then generally at this point in my routine, I would just like sit and bask in the masks for as long as possible. And then I would usually get in the bath or get in the shower. And I'm not gonna lie, I have not had a bath in months. It's just been busy, it's been crazy. I definitely love to have my like proper pamper routine, and I love to have a good relaxing bath, and I put so many products in my baths. But lately I just haven't been. I've pretty much just been showering. So I figured I'd talk you guys through a couple of things that I do in the shower. One of them before. Now, if I had the time, I would definitely try and like delve in to doing a proper dry brushing routine, but I've talked about this before. I have a dry brush. Any dry brush would do. I've had some off of Amazon that were like $10 before, and they've been super effective. I definitely try and rotate them, I feel like, because I'm not washing them. I'm kind of grossed out by how much of my dead skin is like being brushed onto them. Anyway, Goop was really sweet and sent me their dry brush, and it's fabulous. And there's definitely certain routines that people follow with dry brushing. I know a lot of people will do like lymphatic drainage. They do dry brushing to promote their circulation, and there's like various ways that you can like actually do a longer, more proper routine. For me, especially when I'm just hopping into the shower, even if I'm not doing a full routine, I try to at least just do like a twice over of my body really quickly. And I find that I have those the KP, like the blocked hair follicles. That's like what I assume it is. I don't have it diagnosed, but I definitely get those like bumps all over my arms. I get them on my bum and then on my thighs as well. And I shit you not, guys, I like, if you take anything away from this video, if you also suffer from like really flaky dry skin, some blocked follicles and bumps on your body, like the dry brushing has made the biggest difference in my body routine. So I just take the dry brush, and before I get into the shower, I literally go like this over my arm. I'll do a once over on my legs and like brush up my butt, and it's like magic. It's like uncomfortable, especially if you have like more dry sensitive skin like I do. I'm definitely like, let this be over. But it's really effective, and it's helped with my skin smoothness so much. So I'll do that before the shower. And then when I'm in the shower, I don't do this all the time, but if I'm doing these like, you know, beauty maintenance, if I'm in a pampering, masking mood, I will do an additional step. And this is the one I talked about recently. This is new to my routine. This is the Herbivore coconut milk body polish. And this one, I will never be over this smell. The Bounty chocolate bars. Oh, it smells so good. And what I like about this one is it does have a more fine scrub in the product, so it feels really effective, and it doesn't like melt away right away, so you're actually getting a good scrub, and then it leaves behind this like really, really nice, like nourished oil feeling on the skin, so you don't feel like you've just like brushed your skin dry and then it's like void of all moisture. I find when I go in with this in the shower, just like a once over on my arms and legs, it just leaves my skin feeling like really smooth and hydrated. So this is definitely like not as necessary to me as the dry brush, but it's definitely like a luxurious, lovely additional step that I've been adding into my body routine in the shower. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the shower now. I will just like go and put my face in first and remove all the mask. And if you guys wanted to see the specific products that I use on my hair and whatnot in the shower, I just recently did a hair care routine. So if you wanted to watch that vid to see what I'm using on the locks, then definitely check that video out. But I'm gonna go shower now, and I'll show you guys what I do once I am out of the shower. Okay, so once I'm out of the shower, I did a little half blow dry just so I can let my hair do a little bit of an air dry, but I just do a little to help get the shape, and my face is peeling off. I need to do skincare. So I've mentioned that I've been trying out SkinCeuticals. I've been trying to give it a good loving test, and I really have been loving them so far. At night, I've been using the Resveratrol BE Antioxidant Night Concentrate, and this is supposed to be applied to dry skin, so I put a nice dose of that all over. This one feels so good. Ugh. And so then on my more problematic areas, I've been putting the phytocorrective gel, and I just take a drop of that and kind of just put it on top of the areas that need some help. And for me, it's these weird places just right here on my cheeks where I get my patches of irritation. I'm still trying to figure out what it's from, but they are ever present, that's for sure. So I try and put this gel there, and I've been finding this very effective. Like, I've been finding that my skin has been healing a lot faster, and it's just been a lot happier. Like right now I have a current breakout which is why I am doing this entire routine. But honestly, over the last few weeks that I've been doing this routine and like using this, my skin's been really, really happy. So then I use this redness neutralizer, and I put that on to help with redness. And I pretty much just focus that on my cheeks where I get my big red patches. And then my triple lipid restore, this face cream, is the best thing. It's my top recommendation from SkinCeuticals. If you're looking for a good like day and night moisturizer, this thing is so thick and beautiful. It feels so good on the skin. It's so hydrating. It just puts the most loving layer on the face. I love it. And then honestly at night I've been using Vaseline on my lips and it's up beside my bed, but the lip balm I have in my cupboard currently is the Kiehl's lip balm, and I just take a little bit of that onto my lips. And that's it for the skincare. As for body, I actually put my body lotion right when I got out of the shower. Really want to soothe all those areas that we just scrubbed away with a dry brush. And the lotion that I'm using at the moment is the Goop Jeans Nourishing Repair Body Butter. Loving this one. Sometimes if I'm feeling extra dry, I'll mix in a body oil. This is the one I love from Ren. And then especially in winter, like when I get really like dry, crusty elbows and knees, and this is like a really pricey, beautiful product, and I definitely use it sparingly on those areas, but this is the Mother. I've been watching way too much TikTok. This is the Mother Body Butter, and it's like a solid oil lotion. I mean, really, it does feel like butter. This smells so good, and it's so hydrating. I'll just like take a little bit of this and I'll literally like put it on my elbows and other dry spots. Sometimes I'll just like run it like this right across the patches on my arms where I get those bumpies, and then I put it on my hands as well. And that's it, guys. That's my weekly kind of beauty maintenance, beauty refresh routine. This is the routine that I'm trying to keep up with to keep my skin in a happy and healthy, glowing place. Just some maintenance I do on my bod, shaving my face. And these are a few steps that I'm just trying to keep up with in my general like skincare and body care routine to keep my skin as happy as possible, with a few little additions for the winter time. So I'm gonna go stop being naked. I'm gonna go get dressed. I'd love to hear from you guys. What are some of the products that you use and some steps that you do in your like body and beauty maintenance routine? I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video, everyone, and I'll see you all tomorrow for a new Landmas video. Bye! Just kidding, you know I'm gonna do a giveaway in this vid. This is the box. This is today's giveaway. Okay, so in the box, fresh face mask set, Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. This is a face dry brush that I actually have here as well that I've been wanting to try. So I figured one of you could try it along with me. The Peter Thomas Roth Multi-Masking Set. This thing is amazing, and it has my favorite under eye patches as well. Some of my favorite pampering things, the Herbivore Coconut Body Polish. We have the Goop Beauty Himalayan Salt Scalp Scrub. We are losing it. I also picked up the Goop dry brush for you guys to scrub your body away with. It is beautiful. Some face halos, my favorite face halos if you want to use those to remove your masks or just in your skincare in general. And then the final piece in the giveaway, your very own NuFace machine. This is the NuFace Mini. It's bedazzled in holiday glitter. And all of these, my friends, are going into the box. So if you want to enter to win this giant box of glory, check the description box down below. There's gonna be one winner who gets this little pampering beauty maintenance routine in a box. Good luck to everyone who enters. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!